All right, welcome everyone. Thank you for attending this presentation from Central Florida. My name is Seewing and Jean from the Yi Real Estate Network. And our special guest speaker is Jean Gillum. And she is our Central Florida turnkey provider consultant. So today she can talk, let me briefly describe to you. Today she's gonna go over a new construction pre-construction duplex in Sebring, Florida. I know she will give you more details later, but everything that Jean Gillum has been promoting to our network for over the many years, she always is one step ahead of everybody else. Meaning, she know the path of growth in Florida, and she get there early before the mainstream media gets to know about it. So this is her business model for many years, and she's been helping real estate investors to make a lot of money, cash flow and appreciation wise. And Sebring is like, at least 1 hour south of Orlando Metro. Is again path of growth. You're not gonna find any kind of new construction at this low price, especially duplex, is very difficult to buy. So because of her connections, her many years of track record, and the relationship with the local builders that build this this type of new build duplex for our investors only, for our membership, you get the full value of be given this opportunity to buy one of these great potentially cash flow and high appreciation properties here in Sebring, Florida. So without further ado, Jean Gillum, take it away.
Today I'm going to tell you about a duplex, and thank you so much for that wonderful introduction, Seewin. You're always so generous, and I appreciate that. So Sebring is south of Orlando, and it's known for lakes. It's known for a beautiful, tranquil place to live. Lots of retirees. So there's lots of jobs in assisted living and also in hospitals and all that kind of sort of stuff. And also, caring and having things done for retirees. It's also known for a very nice place to live. And the people that we rent to generally work in schools. They work every place that normal people work, and then some of them work at home. So the duplex that we're building here are huge. We built duplexes before. They were 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. These are 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, and they're very large inside. So they're 2708 inside of the house. So if you divide that by 2, that's a pretty darn big house. Yes. It's about almost 1,400 square feet. And this builder, his trademark is he puts on a metal roof. Metal roofs are considered very expensive, but very nice in Florida. They last at least 25 years, so they say. I have one on one of my houses, and they are more expensive. So it's a 3 bedroom, 2 bath home, or 2-car garage with a metal roof, and it's on a little bit more than about 1/4 of an acre maybe. And they are $463,000. You put $10,000 down at contract, $10,000 when the walls go up. Now, if you look at this, the property taxes are $510. The insurance is only $73 again. And the reason why, it's built to this code of 2022. Management fee is $256. Well, first of all, we're already getting $3,400 on the 2 bedrooms. So, I'm sorry, $3,200 on the 2-bedroom condo duplexes. So we're assuming that we're going to at least get $100 more for a much larger one with an extra bedroom and also a 2-car garage. These are very near. Oh, one of the things that Sebring is known for is race car driving. And you probably have heard of the movie that was out, I think it was last year or 6 months ago, called Ferrari versus Ford, and that's all about Sebring. And so I think that you will be renting these to quite nice people. I think it's just a nice place to rent. And so you'll see that the cash flow on this will be about 3,400. For the rent, will bring you to about 800 for cash flow a month. If you bought it for cash, your cash flow would be about 2,560. So if you're interested in a duplex, we have 2 of these only right now, and they're very near the, as I said, the racetrack. So you can go on our website and see those. We also have something else I wanted to show you, and that is.
Oh, by the way, before you go, before you do that, Jingela, these 2
Okay.
remaining duplex, how many months before the house will be completed?
9 months, because he said it takes a long time because they're big.
All right, okay.
Okay. We also have something that this gentleman came to me with, and I thought, oh my gosh, they are really interesting. Let's see. And I'll talk about it while I'm looking for this. You know, you never can find anything when you're doing this. Okay, so anyway, long story short, this is 3 houses, 3 single family houses, okay? 3 single family houses on a half an acre, right between 2 golf courses. Really nice area. Let's see if I can make this a little bit bigger. Okay. So what's interesting about these single family houses, they're 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, each one, with a 2-car garage. Okay. And they'll be built in 2022. The price is $780,000, 10% down when you sign your contract and 10% when the walls go up. 3 houses. They're not attached. They're just like the regular single family houses we're building everywhere else, but they're on a half an acre between 2 golf courses. And the reason why I say that, and so that means it's 1 parcel ID. So you can get 1 mortgage for 3 houses that are 3 single family homes.
Let me get this straight, Jean. So because they're in 1 parcel, from a legality point of view, it is considered a triplex. Right,
but they're not attached.
Right. Yeah, but yeah, they look like 3 separate single family homes. Now, if someone were to sell this in the future, if an investor buy this, and if they were to sell it in the future, can they sell those houses individually to a owner occupied buyer or to an investor?
No, it's zoned multifamily, and you have 3 on there.
All right.
But it gives you another, you know, we always think about exit strategies. So the exit strategy with this is not only that you could sell it to another investor, but you could sell it to a couple that were retiring, and then they have 2 houses that they can rent out, or a young couple, they're just starting out, or any person. They would have their own house and 2 single family houses on a half an acre with them, and they can rent it out. So it's a little bit nicer of an exit strategy. It's also brand new. So in 10 years, it's only 10 years old. And it cash flows quite well. So if you looked at this, and the house is $780,000. So your loan amount is 20% down. Actually, with a triplex like this, you're going to have to put 25% down.
Right, exactly.
Okay, so it'll even be better than what's looking like on here, but for some reason the gal forgot to change that. But that's okay. So the principal and interest, and you know, I was talking to a mortgage guy the other day, and he said that they believe that the interest rates will be going down in 9 months. So we have had an influx of higher right now, but he does believe it's going to go down. So your property taxes are about $858,000. Your insurance, again, $132, $133. And the reason it's so inexpensive, it's built to code of 2022. Management fee is $408. Total payment is $4378. Okay. So if we rented this 3 out for 5,100, you would have 721. And if we rent it out just for $100 more, which we think we would get, it would be 1,021. Now, what's so cool about this is you have one mortgage and you get 3 single family homes, not a triplex. And remember, we just went through COVID, so people really do like single family homes. So you're getting a triplex that acts like a triplex, rents like a single family home, mortgaged like a triplex. So it's for somebody that really is at the end of their, a lot of people, they are at the end of their 10 Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac loans. If you have like 1 or 2 of these left, you might want one of these because you get 3 single family homes. And of course, they have all the same finishes. They have stainless steel appliances. They have, all the hard surfaces. They have granite countertops, and they have this wonderful, wonderful metal roof. So that's Sebring. And, Sebring is people go, well, I want to be in the middle of everything. Life has changed as we know it since we've had this pandemic. People don't want to be in big, tall apartment buildings. They don't want to, live right next door to people. They want to breathe. And this is a wonderful way to have a triplex where people can breathe.
Yeah, Jean, let me break it apart, okay? For those people that want to be a little bit more analytical. All right, let's break this so-called on paper is triplex. We get it, but it looks like 3 separate single-family homes. So let's break it down. The purchase price for the 3 single-family units triplex is $780. So divided by 3 houses equals per unit per single-family home is $260,000. And if the total rent is $5,400 divided by 3, I just did my calculation. Per house, projected rent is $1,800. So $260K per house, $1,800 rent per house at 25% down payment. Then your monthly net cash flow is $300. We're talking like almost 6% cap rate. So the numbers are really very, very attractive. All right, that's all I have to say. Go ahead, Jean.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I wanted to tell you about Sebring. I will say that the people that are moving to Sebring or live there, there's a lot of Westerners, a lot of South Floridians that move out of the, people always ask me about, hurricanes. Well, we have hurricanes here. You guys have earthquakes and what you call, I don't know what you call, I can't remember what you call hurricanes, but you have them too, typhoons or whatever. But we are not, it's not as bad as South Florida or even in the Panhandle, Louisiana, those areas. We just don't get that. If you see real damage, usually it's done by tornadoes being spawned from it. But remember, all of my houses, Seewing, which I forgot to mention, are cement block, no wood houses. They're built to code of 2022, so they have hip roofs, they have windows that can withstand 120 miles an hour. So they're really, really an interesting combination for Florida. And no matter what, people are moving to Florida. They're moving here in droves. And they are very happy about moving here. And they're not worried. I mean, the truth of the matter is, when we have a hurricane, and I might as well address this, we know 2 weeks in advance to prepare. When you have an earthquake, you don't know. Nobody's telling you. And I think that they probably have something that they could warn people, but what are you going to do? Right?
Right.
In the case of a hurricane, if you have a new house, you don't have to do anything. If you have an old house, and I have an old house that's right on the water, right on the intercoastal, built in 1936. And it's never, I don't even have to have flood insurance. We do not build in flood areas, by the way.
Yeah. So Jean, this triplex is available now. So the what is the earns the money deposit, and how long is it going to take before this?
Okay, the deposit on anything in Sebring is 10% at contract, and then 10% when the walls go up. But remember that with a duplex or a triplex or a quad, you have to put 25% down.
Right. So when what I know there's a big, it's always a
9
important
months.
question these days. How long does it take for the structure to be completed?
Yeah, about 9 months.
9 months. Okay, got it. So this is the only one available, right? This is the only triplex available in Sebring, right?
The only one I have, and
Right.
I will have about, I have 2 or 3 now, and that I think that's all he's going to build is 2 or 3.
So what about the future lot availability for Sebring down the road for the rest of this year? Or
I don't know
even,
what he'll come up with. He's pretty, he has single family homes also. If you want a single family home, and they're like 260. The only reason I didn't do those as much was that I thought these were more interesting, but he does have single family homes also. And then it would be 10% down and then 10% at when the walls go up. And that really, you know, they will really do well.
oh, I'm sure they will, because as you know, what's going on with the nationwide, you know, record low inventory, sky high demand, even at an interest rate of 5%, it's not going to slow down the real estate market. I mean, it's just tremendous population growth, job growth. And the future looks bright in Central Florida. So Jean Gillum, and we have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, we're coming out with some new builders, but I'm just meeting them in about 2 weeks. So we'll have different areas coming out also. So I think we've kind of probably done as much as we really want to do in Ocala, Ocklawaha, and maybe a few more in Rainbow Estates. But so we'll be moving on to other areas, that's all.
Wow. You're not going to disclose them at this time, all right? Yet.
No. But there'll still be entry-level homes. You know, there's no entry-level homes anywhere. I mean, if I told you how much, oh, and by the way, you know, some of these houses that we have, we put them on the internet, you know, on the MLS saying that they're sold. And I have had people come, especially the ones in Ocala, and say, we'll pay you $260. Now we're only selling them for $239 and $229, but they are desperate for houses. And I don't sell them the houses because these are for investors. They're for my investors. So, but, yep. And you know, I have to say, the ones in Palm Bay, you need to consider the fact that if you pay $275 right now, they're worth $330, $340, $350, probably easily.
Yeah.
You know, what are they going to be worth in 6-7 months? Maybe they get to $100,000 more than you paid. It's time to sell it. Now, don't be confused. Somebody told one of my people the other day that, oh, it's worth 30,000 more, so you could sell it. You're not going to make any money on 30,000 more because right. You already paid the closing costs on the first one. Now you have to put it up and you have to pay another realtor's fee. You have to pay, you know, all this stuff. It has to go up $50,000 to $100,000 more before it's a good flip. And I don't ever tell people to flip, ever. And if you can afford to keep it, you keep it, because somebody else is going to make you rich by paying your mortgage.
That's right, Jean. You and I have the same philosophy for investors: buy and hold long term. So without further ado, I think that pretty much finished our presentation. You have any last second recap you want to say before we leave?
No, I just give me a call. Go to my website, realty-doctors.com. Call me. The number's on the bottom of each of the pages. I'll send you all the information. We can have a chat. You know, there's just so many interesting situations, and the situation now is inflation. In inflation periods, as inflation continues, prices go up, not down, and rents go up, not down. That is the last 7 times that we've had inflation. This is the 7th time. In the last 6, that's what happened. So if we continue and it follows what the last 6 times we had inflation, you're going to be pretty happy if you buy something now.
I totally agree, Jean. You just gave a very nice recap. Great. Right now is a great time for mom and pop real estate investors. And all you gotta do is, overcome fear and take action and pull the trigger before you regret it. Okay.
Yeah. I had somebody say to me, "Oh, I was looking for the Palm Bay houses when they were. I want to buy a Palm Bay house now, but I want the ones that were 220. We started at 220, right?" I said, "Well, that was 2 years ago. You didn't pull the trigger then. You're not going to pull it now at 275 either." So, you can always say, there's a story about the fish that got away. This is the houses that got away. And if you aren't involved in it, you need to get involved in it. And even if it looks like it's only 100 or 200 or 300 cash flow, all you have to have is cash flow. That's all you have to have, because the appreciation is going to be great, and somebody else is paying it off. So it doesn't matter. I listen to this one guy, and I listen all the time on YouTube, all of these people that do investment, talk about investing in real estate. And he said, "What difference does it make?" He said, "I bought a quad, it was 10 years ago." And he said, "And when I first bought it, I paid $550 for it. And then we had the downturn in 7, 8, 9, and the price went down 100 grand, right? But it didn't matter. It wasn't selling it. It's still cash flowed, right?
Yep,
And
yep.
now it's not only recouped that 100, but it put another 100 on it. So most people that are living in their own houses, they don't even realize what the prices of houses are going up or down. They don't care. They don't care, as long as it cash flows. That's what an investor cares about, long as it cash flows.
Exactly,
And don't
Jean.
buy anything you're taking money out of your pocket now for. That doesn't make any sense.
Exactly.
That does not make sense, because the chances are you're overpaying.
I totally agree, Jean. Everything you say makes sense. So thank you for sharing everything. Looking forward to working with you and make our investors a lot more money long term. Thank you so much for your time, Jean. Once again.
Thank you, Seewing.
All right. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.